Just go live with a cat butt.
There you go. It says we are live. Hello, everyone.
I can't sleep.
We are here to do the live discussion From Blood and Ash.
She got the
Katie's
pretty
got a
stuff.
fancy copy.
Yeah, she got the pretty one. I want the pretty one.
We'll go ahead and introduce everybody. I am Alicia from Books and Things with Alicia.
I am Sam with Yarn Reader.
I'm Katie from Kick-Ads Can Read. Welcome.
Welcome to the live stream. I had the questions pulled up and my phone was like, I'm going to go to sleep now.
I reposted them in the Twitter chat, so
I got them.
So it was fresh.
Who wants to talk about the book?
It's really, really hard to explain the synopsis of the book, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah.
Someone asked me like a week ago, and I was like, I'll just copy and paste the actual like Goodreads.
The actual synopsis. I mean, I could read the synopsis straight from the book.
This copy doesn't even have a synopsis. It's blank.
Oh, geez.
Oh my god.
It doesn't exist.
All right, I guess I'll read the synopsis and we'll just go from there. It says, a maiden, chosen from birth to usher in a new era, Poppy's life has never been her own. The life of the maiden is solitary, never to be touched, never to be looked upon, never to be spoken to, and never to experience pleasure. Waiting for the day for her ascension, she would rather be with the guards fighting back the evil that took her family than preparing to be found worthy by the gods, but the choice has never been hers. A duty. The entire kingdom's future rests on Poppy's shoulders, something she's never even quite sure she wants for herself, because a maiden has a heart and a soul, a longing, and when Hawk, a golden-eyed guard, honor-bound to ensure her ascension, enters her life, destiny and duty become tangled with desire and need. He incites her anger, makes her question everything she believes in, and tempts her with the forbidden. A kingdom, forsaken by the gods and feared by mortals, a fallen kingdom is rising once more, determined to take back what they believe is theirs through violence and vengeance. And as the shadow of those cursed draws closer, the line between what is forbidden and what is right becomes blurred. Poppy is not only on the verge of losing her heart and being found unworthy by the gods, but also her life when every blood-soaked thread that holds her world together begins to unravel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god. How much does a girl have to do?
Basically, kick-ass maiden. Vampires, werewolves, hunters.
All in between. And there's like
sexy men.
It's like a 613 page chunker.
Is that how long yours was?
613, yeah.
What's this?
Mine was. I don't think mine was that long.
Can you keep your butt trumpets to yourself?
Butt trumpet.
Mine was only 487. But mine is
I've only got like 400-ish pages. But then I suppose the hardback's longer, isn't it?
Oh,
I think I've got even less than you, Alicia.
Maybe it's like, how big is the text? Because the text in this is the text. So my text is kind of bigger, so.
Yeah. Mine's
4, 5, 6 I've got.
So we obviously had 2 hardcovers and a paperback.
Mm-hmm. Katie's got the fancy hardcover.
Well, I couldn't resist because it was like signed.
I was gonna say, what edition is that?
Illumicrate.
Illumicrate.
Yeah, Illumicrate. Yeah.
I see a kitty head.
You see a what? Oh,
I see a kitty head.
it's a Luna.
He's sneaking up on you.
What you doing?
There's another kitty cat behind Sam.
Oh, it's the here.
Oh, bye.
He's playing peekaboo. What did everybody rate the book?
I stuck with my original rating of 5 star.
If it wasn't for that ending, man.
You didn't like the ending?
No, I was pissed at the ending. But we'll get to that. I did rate it 5 stars though. And I'm like, I need book 2 like yesterday.
Yeah, I started reading book 2 for PolarCon. I'm about like 200 pages in.
Oh my gosh. I haven't read it. I'll probably, depending on what my March TBR does, well, I might read it. All right, characters. Do we want to talk about any specific characters, favorite character?
I think in this book, my favorite character was probably Victor. As much as like I do like Poppy, her being clueless about stuff did get irritating.
Yeah, she did irritate me a little bit. I was like, how do you not know? I'm trying to think of who Victor was. He was the trainer.
Yeah, her
like kind of, it's almost like I suppose like a nice uncle. Like, you know,
it was more like her father figure that she had.
Like a cool uncle father figure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he was good. I think Hawk was my favorite, even though he was full of betrayal and
deceit.
Deceit,
treachery.
And made her do things that any maiden was not supposed to do. He broke all the rules.
He's a bad boy that we love.
Yes. Least favorite character.
Oh, the Duke for sure. The Duke and the Lord.
Oh yeah, I hate. And what's his name?
I help you, sir.
Oh.
He said, "Mommy, I want to be warm."
Mr. Harry.
Yeah, I did not like the Duke or the Lord, whatever his name was, whatsoever.
The guy at the beginning that was trying to like touch her up, whatever his name was.
Mezzanine.
Roast me out.
You're gonna make me look it up.
I loved the revenge she got on him, though. Yes,
I think that was like one of my favorite scenes, actually.
I wasn't too fond of the Duchess either. Like, I have a feeling that she knew
all
what
of the
was
royalty
going on, and
is,
she
like,
just kind of
horrible, aren't they? In a way.
Yeah, because she just kind of looked the other way and was just like, I see nothing wrong here, and he's meanwhile like giving her whiplash or whipping her and stuff, and I'm just like, dude.
Like.
Harry, you're gonna have to go down, bro.
It goes against the whole she's not supposed to be touched in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you literally, like, you wanted to give her to the gods for her ascension so that you can prosper and keep going, but you're, like, whipping her, and I'm going, what if she's not accepted by the gods? I mean, we all know what happens, but if that's how they're supposed to be ascending their maidens, and does he do it to all maidens? Did he do it to past maidens? I'm questioning this.
Yeah, well, there's only supposedly supposed to be like one maiden before her, so.
Should she get treated the same way?
You have to do that in here?
What is that noise?
Oh my god, the brake lights actually work.
We're trying to have a discussion here.
Men
As
and their
Harry
toys.
runs away.
Men and their toys.
Harry just runs down the hallway like, I'm out of here before he puts me on it. Yeah, go play in the mud.
Wow. Plot.
Whoops.
Doing burnouts in the kitchen.
I didn't fucking mean to!
There's
Oh.
tire marks on my floor.
No.
Well, that's not good.
Awkward.
I really did not. I seriously did not mean to. I'm so sorry.
Get out.
Away with you.
He's just like, I'll see myself out.
Whoops.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh my god. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving swiftly on.
We were talking about plot.
Plot.
Yeah, I love the whole lead up to it, and just rereading it. I think this is like the second or third time now. I made note of like things that popped up that happened later on in the series. I'm like, oh, this was hinted at before.
Oh, so there's a lot of foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you would like to discuss in your tabs concerning plot?
My whole thing is like my first issue was starting off with her being at the Red Pearl, and he just went whole ham on feeling her up. It's like, do you do this to every woman you just met, or is every stranger? Would you shut up? Be on.
Well, was it later revealed that he knew who she was the entire time, and it was a setup, or no?
Yeah, but it's still the thought. It's like, do you really think she would want some random guy doing that to her, even if she had some feelings towards him and knew who he was? It's still kind of like a red flag thing for me.
Yeah.
You just sexually assaulted this woman.
But then she's never been touched before, so she might have enjoyed it. Oh, what's this?
That is true. I mean, she's basically living a very, very, very sheltered life. It's like she can't go anywhere without anyone guarding her. I'm impressed actually that she was able to get out and go to the Red Pearl.
Yeah, and all the times that she's managed to sneak out without being noticed.
Yeah.
And I loved Tawny, like her relationship with Tawny. Just really sweet.
That was the maiden that was helping her bathe and stuff.
Yeah, like her chambermaid or whatever. But yeah, the banter between them was really nice.
Yeah. Those two seemed like they were best buds, best friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have marked here with when she was helping the people who are cursed have honorable deaths when they get bitten by the Craven. I really liked that part when her and Victor went out and was helping the woman with her husband.
And she's supposed to have an ability, and that's why she does that.
Yeah, she's able to relieve pain from people, and then it just progresses from there, and able to read emotions from people.
Like an empath in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I loved the talk around the end when it's revealed that at the very end that it's revealed she may not be fully mortal.
Yes.
The reason why she has that.
I'm like,
I'm trying to remember like ahead of time. It's like, okay, trying to remember what all happened in this one since I'm currently reading the second one. I'm trying not to go into second book territory. But yeah.
That makes me wonder, like, if she isn't fully mortal, then what is she? Is she an Atlantean? Is she something else?
I gotta.
I know. We have to read the rest of the series. Writing style.
The writing style I liked because when I first read the first 3 books, I read them all within like a week time. So it was really quick when I was first reading it.
I always like Jennifer Armentrout's writing style.
This is actually the first book that I've read from her, but I do like the writing style, and I do like that it's because I listened to this. I had the audiobook and I listened and read along, but it was very, very quick reading, very easy to listen to. So I like it. I want to read more.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Hawk's reveal? Because I have multiple tabs here that point out like different hints of what he could be, like him not fully smiling because it would show his fangs.
Is he the one that's supposed to be Atlantean, or is he vampire?
He's the Atlantean. Or really going more specific, that gets revealed later on in the book, the Prince of Atlantia.
Well, if he's not part of the Ascended, which are supposed to be vampires, and then the other ones were werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any other creatures in here that It all seems very subtle when it comes to like creatures. She never actually came out and said vampires, werewolves, because they were all called something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's Fey and he just has fangs. Maybe Atlantean equals Fey.
Possibly because of the way that like some of the abilities that were kind of brought about of like their blood having like healing powers or something at the end of the book when he was like educating her about it.
Or he's a hybrid. He's Fey and vampire.
He's a vampire.
Vampire.
Vampire. Hey, at least he doesn't like sparkle.
Yeah, really.
Favorite part of the book? I think when all the action started is when I started to get really, ooh, something's happening.
Yeah.
I like the action bits, but I also like when she shows her ability as well. Those scenes as well.
Yeah, I like the scene on the rise when she's trying to like help fight off the Craven, and then she gets caught by him, and she's trying to like get away from him, and the banter between them at that part was pretty funny.
The banter between those two throughout the entire book is enough to watch, and I like that a whole lot between them two. I want to know how.
It's like a lot of the times when I'm reading it and they're talking to each other and there's like tensions building, it just I'm thinking it's like now kiss, now.
It's like, you want to just go ahead and do it. I want to know how he knew she was up in the tower when they were fighting off the Craven.
Could be an ability.
Well, he's always watching her.
Always watching you.
Was that what you
Mike
started?
Wazowski.
Oh,
I'm always watching you, Penelope. Yeah, he's always got his eye on her. Like, you know, even at that the funeral bit, like where she's, you know, with her old guard, and he just suddenly appears like, I will protect her. Like out of nowhere.
Yes, and he does seem to do that a lot, where he comes out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
From the shadows, like
That's what I'm wondering. Is he just lurking in the shadows? Because he's not. He's technically, I guess, undercover because he's Atlantean, so he's not really part of the guard per se.
yeah.
Ugh.
And then, like, when she ends up fighting him at the end, when, like, it's been halfway revealed of who he actually is or what he is, and his comments about how he likes it when she gets violent. I have my orange tabs are those bits because I just start snickering during that.
Makes you
You're
wonder
so
what.
incredibly violent. I like it.
Yeah, why does he like it when she's violent, though?
He's got a knife kink, apparently.
I guess. What is least favorite part? The Duke. Anything that has to do with the Duke.
The scene where it goes on about his lessons. I did not like the lesson part.
No.
And when, like, this time around, I didn't realize how severe it was because I was thinking, yeah, she's getting whipped, but like it didn't come to my head exactly how she was whipped and like what condition she was in while she was being whipped until this time around.
Yeah. And the fact that he always had someone present when he gave his lessons. I don't like that he called them lessons. They weren't really lessons.
Like
What is he teaching her? Nothing.
nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And so it's just kind of like I'm going to teach you a lesson while this guy watches you get your lesson while you're half dressed.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
And I don't like the scene about Victor.
Yeah. That is the lone blue tab I have here is where Victor died. It was sad.
Wow.
Broke me.
And what about all the guards that she had before Hawk?
I think there was only like Victor and then Ryland and the one before Ryland. So there's really only like technically two before Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They both had a demise.
Yeah. Like the first one died of like a heart attack or something. And then only I don't know. Does he go into detail about how the other two, like, I know we know how Ryland dies, but it's briefly touched on how the first one dies.
I don't.
I know how he dies, but I can't remember if it was mentioned at the end of this one or in the beginning of the second one.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing anything about them explaining. A lot of the explanations towards the end I remember were like more like he is who he is and I am who I am. This is the real truth.
Yeah, it must be at the beginning of the first book then when that part gets explained.
The beginning of the first book or the beginning of the second?
The beginning of the second one.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to read the second. Would you reread this again? Obviously, Sam is a yes. I would.
Yeah.
I would give it another fifth read.
Fifth read, another. Katie, would you reread it?
Well, this is the first reread, so
well, then, yeah.
probably would. Like, you know, I mean, she's expanding this series and whatever, so I probably would have to reread it again at some point.
Well, this was my first read of
Read.
it, so I would reread it.
What'd you think about the ending? Alicia, your full thoughts of the ending.
Yeah, because we've read it before. So.
There was a lot in the ending. I mean, everything about like him revealing that he was Prince of the Atlanteans and this was the actual history of what was going on. And then I believe it was the very last sentence of the book, or the like last thing. It says that damn dimpled appeared in his right cheek and then in his left. Castile Denier, the Prince of Atlantis, smiled fully as he lifted our joined hands and said, "We go home to marry, my princess." What the F? Why? Why does he automatically assume that they're going to get married? Or is it because they have consummated already that they now have to go back to Atlantia to marry?
I was waiting for your response for that because as soon as when I read that, I had the second copy already like ready to go. So I immediately, when I first read it, I read that and then jumped into the second one because I'm like, there's no waiting for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I might have to like either skip part of my February TBR or just add it to March and read it, because I'm just like, there's no way. Like, what's happening here? I was just like, you can't end a book like that. That's why I was like, you can't. That was what my tweet was about, because I finished it and I was like, you can't end a book like that. And I was like, and I didn't have the second one, so.
Yeah, when I saw that, I just started cackling, and I'm like, yeah, she got to it.
I was like, I was like moody for the rest of the day because I was like, you can't finish a book like that. And I didn't have the second one, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, I need to know what happens.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Now I have the second one. It's sitting right there, and I'm gonna read it soon because I was just like,
As far as I remember, there's not as bad as of a cliffhanger in the second one, like for the rest of the series, if I'm remembering correctly. I think the first one is the only one that has like the bad cliffhanger.
But there's still a cliffhanger. I'm just gonna have to like slowly just buy all the books and just read all of it.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on my own copies of the third and fourth book, along with the prequel. I have the two prequel books checked out from my library at the office, and I plan on picking those back up once I finish the second book while I have them out. So,
I blame you two. I wasn't supposed to start a new series this year. I was supposed to finish the series.
Now you see why that even though I usually hate vampires books, this one it's good.
This one is like mixed though, and you don't really know that they're vampires because it's not like they come out and say, "I am a vampire."
I am a vampire.
I think that's also one of the reasons why I like it so much compared to normal vampire books, because it's not like blatantly obvious what they are.
Yeah. I will say she did a very good job at hiding like the different, I guess, species, because you don't know that they are what they are until like later on when things start to get revealed. Because I went through the whole book and I was just like, are they? No. I mean, but like she never really comes out and says it.
Yeah.
So I like that. Because I would have gone through the entire book going, they're just normal. I mean, it could work for either if they were mortal or if they were even paranormal.
Mhm.
So
My kind of like going back a bit, like to like Poppy's gift. I still think it's strange that she cannot sense feelings from the Ascended.
yeah. Well,
And it
is
still
that
hasn't
because
been really. Yeah.
do you think that would be because they are I guess you would say undead. They're dead because they're vampires.
Possibly. And she never really says anything. Yeah, I know the Craven are technically like just zombies. So they don't have like a beating heart or anything, but I wonder if like it's never mentioned if she could feel anything from the Craven. Even like past emotions that the person is feeling when they before they turned.
That's true. How curious.
Yeah.
How curious.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
Imaginary
So
beer.
she can only get the feelings from, like, I guess the mortals and. Cause
The
she,
living beings.
yeah, I was gonna say she couldn't really get anything from, like Kieran and Hawk and all of them, could she? Or could
No, she could feel with Hawk because of how much like sadness and like pain that she always associated with like his brother. Because she just assumed that his brother was dead, and all the pain that he was feeling from pain and sadness from that was because of his brother.
Which I want to know more about this brother. I want to know what happened. And why he's not really saying that. Sam's like, I know nothing. I know nothing.
I cannot say.
So that's probably touched upon in book 2 or 3. Makes me want to read it even more.
Yep.
We don't have any comments. I'm surprised. But
Maybe
Yeah.
some lurkers about.
it says that we have a couple people watching.
Hello, people.
Yeah. Hello. If you have any comments or questions, let us know. Say
Yeah,
hello.
there hasn't been a series since Harry Potter that I have been like absolutely like kind of obsessed over until this series, to be
Mhm.
honest. So this kind of has overtaken that bit, but I think it also helps that it's a currently like being made series too. So the like wanting the next book is really super like powerful right now. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess that answers the question of would you read another book by the author? Because yes, we have
I
the
have done,
sequel
yeah.
there, and you guys have
I
read
haven't
it.
read anything outside of this series and the prequel series though, but I would like to try her other stuff. I just like how like expansive the world is in this series,
Mhm.
like and how deep the history is.
Yeah, she did a really good job with like diving back into and creating a history for this realm. I have her Obsidian series. I just haven't read it.
That's the one series I've completed by her.
Was that one any good?
Yeah, I loved it. I was obsessed. I literally read like books 2, 3, 4 like in a day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was really obsessed. Like, yeah, it was
We
really
won't start that one now because then
no.
but
And I think the main girl character is actually called Katie as well.
Oh,
And he's like, I am in a book. Yay.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
I guess it also answers the question too of would you read another book from this world?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll probably have to go buy the rest of the damn series.
I will read anything Jennifer Armentrout writes.
Yeah. If any of her other books are as good as this one, then yeah, I would probably read it. And I do have quite a bit of hers that I haven't read. Because I think I also have her Sentinel series where it's like half blood, pure,
Yeah, Covenant, I think it's called.
that one. I have Obsidian and what's the other one? Oh, White Hot Kiss, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
So
liking White Hot Kiss.
I have quite a few. And there's a couple
White
of
Hot
other.
Kiss is Gargoyles, if I remember.
White Hot Kiss has gargoyles?
I think it's Gargoyles, yeah.
you
Like
pick-
hot gargoyles.
You pique your interest.
I'm like, what? Okay. See, now no,
And
I
her
haven't read
Wicked,
anything else yet.
her Wicked book is a movie as well. That came out as a movie.
Yeah, I remember hearing that one was turned into a movie.
And I watched the movie to that as well.
Which one?
Wicked.
Oh, that's the one I don't have.
Mm.
I don't need any other
I think
books.
that's the one she self-published, actually.
I know this series is in technically an indie published series because the Blue Box Press is an indie
Yeah.
publisher.
Yeah, I looked at mine. Even though it's hardcover, it's literally just a blue book. There's a barcode on the back and that's it. There's no fancy smancy designs or anything. But I'm okay with it.
It sounds like a washing machine going off.
Right.
What books would you recommend that are similar to this series? Grave.
Of course you would.
Only because it does have a lot of the same paranormal characters.
Honestly, really any Sarah J. Maas.
I was thinking
this
Sarah J. Maas.
series and like her books go kind of hand in hand and get compared a lot. But I would say specifically probably Crescent City.
I was thinking that one.
Yeah, the back of the
That's
book.
the same vibe.
The back of the book says that it's perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Laura Thalassa. I don't know who that is, but
I've heard of the author. I just can't remember.
Laura
what she's
Thalassa. Was that Rhapsodic book?
Probably now that, like you said that, I think so.
One with the beads.
Maybe the KJ Sutton books, possibly. I haven't read those, but I've heard they gives off some similar vibes.
Maybe like Curse the Dark and Lonely, Bridget Camera. I don't know. Because of the royalty. I don't know.
well, there could be any number of. I can't
Like
think.
if you want books of royalty in.
Anything that has paranormal creatures.
Twilight.
No. No.
I mean,
No.
yes and no. I think of.
He's really proud of himself on that one.
I mean, if you go after the vampire aspect of it, then yes, Twilight and the House of Night series, maybe.
What?
Sir, this is not the live show for you. We're not talking about India.
This is
I'm
like
talking
a-
about a fictional book series.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, if you want more vampire books, I like the Immortal Rules series by Julie Kagawa. It's a really good one.
Ooh, I have to read that one, but I heard
I
it
need
was.
to reread it, actually. It was really good. I loved it.
And didn't she also have like a Fae series? So if we've
Yeah,
got
she does,
Fae
actually,
in
yeah.
this one, then you can
So
also
yeah,
have
maybe
that.
Julie Kagawa books, yeah.
Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater if you go for werewolves.
I tried giving that one a go. I couldn't get through it. I DNF'd the first book.
Which one? Shiver?
I think it's just because I'm not really fully into the paranormal YA stuff anymore. So
YA. Oh.
young adult.
Yeah. They're just YA. Like, what?
Hey, what? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else, but I think we've covered all.
I don't really know many other werewolf books, really.
Yeah, there's not a maybe other than Twilight. We already brought Twilight up.
And obviously the
Blood
Crane
and
series.
Chocolate. Book Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Kloss is werewolves. It's like 90s werewolves.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many in the way of werewolves. There's more vampires and fae than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could go with the Sookie Stackhouse series too, because that has all three. And then some.
Yeah, true.
Because that one had gods and goddesses and there was witches.
Discovery of Witches would probably be good as well, because there's witches, demons, and vampires in that. Or the All Souls trilogy is what it's actually called, but
The Assholes trilogy?
All Souls trilogy.
I was moving stuff around and I thought you said Assholes trilogy. I'm like, what?
All Souls trilogy.
Yeah, let's read the
gallery in there.
Well, I was just really confused. I'm like, they have a thing called Assholes trilogy? What?
They probably do somewhere.
Somebody will have to make one now if it's not out there.
Kindle Unlimited porn book.
Find anything on Amazon.
You know?
Yeah.
That is true. Any other comments that we have about this book? Anything you would like to talk about in specifically with the scenes, the characters, the plot?
No.
If I want to do an in-depth discussion of the whole thing, I have to go talk to Hope. You're like, I need to talk to somebody. He's read all of them.
Oh. We'll discuss it when I get caught up.
Yeah, I'm like, somebody, hurry up and please read it quickly.
And then so that leads us with the next book and what channel?
Well, we got Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yep.
To do first, lady.
Yep,
Yes.
that's February's book.
Yeah.
I have yet to
So
read that
excited
one.
about March.
What? I'm going
She
in the
completely skipped over February.
Yes, Red, White, and Royal Blue. Hang on.
So the next book, yes, is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuestion. And whose
Katie,
channel
get it.
will it be on?
Can you find it, Katie?
Hang on. I have it here somewhere. Where is it? Yes. Oh,
Look at mine, but it's like all the way
oh,
by my
it's
desk.
coming. It's coming. Hang on. Here we go. The pretty
Ooh.
edition.
She's
Pink
got all
and
the fancy
sparkly.
ones.
Oh yeah.
I
think
need
I have
to
the
actually.
collector's edition.
I need to see if I can get it unlimited.
Alex Claremont Diaz is handsome, charismatic, a genius. Pure millennial marketing gold for the White House ever since his mother first became president of the United States. But there's only one problem. When the tabloids get hold of a photo involving an altercation between Alex and Prince Henry, US British relations take a turn for the worse. Heads of family and state devise a plan for damage control. Stage a truce. But what begins as a fake Instagrammable friendship grows deeper and more dangerous than either Alex or Henry could have ever imagined. Soon they are hurtling into a secret romance that could derail the presidential campaign and upend two nations. Outrageously fun. It is romantic, sexy, witty, and thrilling. I loved every second. Taylor Jenkins Reid. And you got
Oh,
like
there
a
you
really
go.
nice doodle here as well of them.
You and your dramatic reading.
Gotta make it dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that is this month's book, which will be on, what did we say, March 11th, wasn't it?
I
I
believe
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was March 11th, same time. My channel. Yeah, March 11th. And then March's book, which has just been
Just decided.
revealed on the poll, is Ninth House by Liba Dugan.
I think my cover is similar to yours, but I don't think I have color in the snake. I think mine's just black and white.
Mine's a paperback copy in my bookshelf right now, so I almost came close to starting it for Polarthon, but I refrained.
I will start it in March. I haven't even started February's books, so I need to get a move on. Luckily, I was able to find audio books for a lot of them, so I'll be able to read them slightly faster. What are you doing over there?
She's digging for treasure.
Digging.
A book to go in the place of Red, White, and Royal Blue, but it's actually really difficult because it's right next to the bed, so the angle is really hard to get it in. Like, no joke.
That's what he said.
What you said?
Just like it's really hard to get it in.
Dirty woman. Oh man, I did it. Yes.
I've never had that problem. It's super small.
Yeah.
She found a book.
But yeah, I'm quite excited for these books.
They're both quite big too. I think they're each 300-400 pages.
Yeah, just over 400 pages for Red, White, and Royal Blue. Ninth House is even bigger, like 450. Although I like how in the end it explains like all of the houses of the like major houses, Scrolling Key,
Read that first.
Wolf's Head, St. Elmo's, and all that.
Elmo's.
Hi, I'm Elmo.
What kind of school are we reading about here? No. All right, so we have no other comments on the book.
No,
Characters, plots.
nothing that comes to mind anyway.
Yeah, I can't think of anything either. Well, with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the live. The next book, like we said, was Red, White, and Royal Blue. The discussion will be March 11th, same time, 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., on Katie's channel. And we thank everybody for coming. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.